Hey y'all, this is what everybody been waiting for. The moment, the anticipation, or the months we are now off and running. It's your girl, Miss Philly, and we are here to cover our sports. We're here to talk about them. We're going to cover our men's sports, but we're going to worry about our sisters too. Welcome to the Sisterly Sports Chat. We covering it all. We covering everything. We're not leaving no tables. Alright, let's get into it. This is the first one, and so since it's the first one, why are we not covering our sisters first? We'll worry about the men later. Alright, so for the first one, we're going to cover our college basketball because this is the development into the WNBA, right? This is the face. This is who we want to see. This is who we're projecting. This is who we're looking at. So I'm going to tell y'all who Miss Philly top 5 is. Now, this may not be the first ranked top 5, but this is who Miss Philly think her favorite top 5 is. So we coming in with Caitlin Clark. Everybody knows Caitlin Clark is a dog. She do everything she gotta do. She handles the game well. She handles the ball well. She does everything. She executes. She coming in right now at 3,650 points. How many people y'all know breaking records like that doing that? If you look at her stats overall, she has 3,650 points, 917 rebounds, 1,049 assists, I believe, and 191 steals. So overall, when you look at stats, she ranking in, she doing what it is she gotta do. Alright, so we done wrapped up with Miss Caitlin Clark, Miss number 1. Congratulations, Caitlin, on even accepting and considering going into the WNBA. I look forward to watching you and seeing how you're going to grow. You have a fan over here, for sure. Absolutely. Alright, so moving into number 2. My second pick overall for women's college basketball would have to be Miss Juju Watkins. Baby, to be a freshman? Yeah, Miss Juju, hats off to you, babe. You doing your thing. USC is the number 7 seed. And so far, just for her freshman year alone, because a lot of people don't even take into consideration, she's a freshman. So for her freshman year alone, she's already clocking in at 705 points. She has 86 assists, I believe. I think 100 and something, maybe 175 rebounds. And I want to say 60, anywhere from 60 to 70 steals. She's clocking in at a guard. And she's already performing. She's doing what it is that she needs to do. In my personal opinion, she's a well-rounded player. She's going to create her shots. She is going to crash down on the boards. She's going to get steals. She's going to create the opportunities that she needs to. Now, just like any other freshman, she's has to be groomed and molded. I mean, if anybody that knows Juju Watkins, and if you don't know Juju Watkins, go ahead and look my girl up. But anybody that knows Juju Watkins and followed her like high school highlights and tapes and things when she was playing, she had free reign. She was allowed to do what it is that she wanted to do. So as far as being a well-rounded player, I don't feel like she's fully groomed into college, or even as of right now to even potentially go to the next level, whether she has the talent or not. There's still a lot of areas she can improve in, but she's only a freshman. While she's now in college, that's her coach's job, to groom her and to make her the player and to bring out the potential that she has and to do what it is that she needs to do. She actually, when they played Stanford, the number 4 seed, and at the time, I want to say, don't quote me, but I want to say they were the number 8 seed. They beat Stanford 67-58. And USC had 67. My girl Juju scored 51 of those points. So it's like she has the potential. She has it down pat. She knows what it is that she needs to do. And she has it. It's just about grooming it, growing it, implementing it, and making sure, like, you know, she's the best well-rounded player. She's doing what it is she got to do. She's bringing what it is that she needs to bring to the table. You know what I mean? All right. So next, coming in at number 3, we have the one and only Miss Angel Reese. Now, with Angel Reese, there's a lot of controversy. There's a lot of ifs, ands, and buts. And there's a lot of several different opinions. Me personally, I feel like the passion and the aggression from playing basketball myself, I feel like the passion and the aggression, if you take that away from a player, you take away from their game. So, even though sometimes people may not agree with her attitude, the way that she handles situations, her trash talk, or anything like that, you take that away from a player, you take away from their game. So far, she's had, I believe, she's had 2,006 points. That's her career total. The only reason I remember was year 2006. It was a great year for me. So, in remembering that, it was easy. But the role that she plays on LSU, she doesn't have a problem grabbing boards at all. If you go and look back at her stats, she has a total of 1,295 boards, I believe. She's gonna go down there, she's gonna grab them, she's gonna be aggressive, and when she goes down there and she grabs them, she's gonna make it known, like, yeah, I grabbed them, you know who I am and everything. I love her passion. I love the way that she executes things. She has a built-in aggression which pushes her passion and her drive, that makes her be the type of player that she is, that brings the character out of her that it does. Just like her motto says, she's unapologetically her. You take away from that what you will, but like I said, you take away that passion, that aggression, that trash talk, everything, you'll take away from her as a player. And if you never played sports, you'll never really fully understand what that means. Moving forward, if she decides to move to the next level, I'm excited to see what that brings for her. I mean, she's a dominant player on the team that she's on, and the team that she's on and the teams that they play, they don't play soft teams. So I'm excited to see what that brings for her. I'm excited to see the levels that she's going to unlock, the challenges that she's going to unlock. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. I feel like Angel Reese might be a good thing. We talked about the Caitlin Clark thing. I feel like Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, they might give us a good show. Everybody always talks about how when it comes to women's sports, like I said, the game is too slow. They're not aggressive enough. The scores are too low. These young ladies might put us back on the mat. They might make us see, like, ooh, I don't know. It's worth watching the sports. It's worth watching them women. Let me see what they doing. All right, we bringing it in now. We at number 4. Y'all hung out with me this long, and I'm forever grateful, especially for this being our first video and all the subscribers and everybody that watched. We coming in at number 4. We coming in at my girl, Kamilla Cardoso. Now, I'm a tad bit biased because South Carolina, I'm always have the heart. I'm always have South Carolina the heart. My girl, Doran Stanley, she from this hometown right here. These are stomping grounds. But we got to be fair. And here we said we're going to talk about it. We're going to be fair. We're going to criticize. We're going to analyze. We're going to comment. So, coming in at number 4, we have Kamilla Cardoso. Now, Kamilla Cardoso is the center for South Carolina. They're ranking at the number 1 seed, Miss Dawn Stanley. Yes, ma'am. Undefeated, number 1 seed. I'm going to always root for my girl, Dawn Stanley. However, we do have to acknowledge and address the situations at hand. I believe coming in, she's ranking at career-wise 1,000, maybe 1,200 or close to. I'll get back to you on that with that. But my girl is 6'7". And you know, even on the websites and the internets and everything, they'll add some height and subtract some. But my girl coming in at 6'7", she has no problem getting down on the floor. She has no problem creating opportunities. She doesn't play outside her means. When it comes to Cordosa, she's going to grab all those boards and she's going to make herself be ready and available. Her teammates will see to it that they feed her the ball. They're going to feed her the ball. And she's going to create those opportunities. Even when she's in the paint, she's blocking shots. She's doing what it is that she has to do. She plays clean defense. When it comes to her defense, she is straight hands up. A lot of times, a lot of people don't even want to go up against her just because of her height. And even in her height, she still makes sure, yet in this whole season, she has yet to foul out of a game. She has yet to foul out of a game. Her defense is clean. She knows that with the height she has, sometimes she's at a disadvantage, but she still makes sure she plays clean defense. She's grabbing boards, and when she's grabbing boards, it's a couple games I watched her grab her own rebound. She'll throw that up, a lay. It's a miss. I'm going to grab it. I'm going to complete it. She's a great player. I mean, as a senior, I'm not even going to lie to y'all. I don't see her going to the WNBA. I see her playing the role that she plays at South Carolina under Dawn Stanley. And so I hope that young lady has achieved everything she wanted to achieve educational-wise. Because I personally don't see her going to the NBA. WNBA. My apologies. WNBA. But I do feel like she served her purpose here at South Carolina. She's a senior. I mean, when you look at her overall stats, I mean, when it comes to a game and when it comes to doing what it is that you have to do, she averages, I think, only 14 points a game. I mean, she's a center. She averages 14 points a game and 10 rebounds. So her stats aren't that high, but her performance throughout the game and what it is that she needs to do and how she comes through for certain games, I feel like you served your purpose when it comes to college. I don't see you moving to the next level, but you served your purpose when it comes to college. So, I mean, you got to vote for me. It's tons of women out here, young ladies, women, however you want to phrase it. It's tons of women out here making changes and doing things that it is that they got to do and everything like that. But I don't see her moving to the next level. I see her moving in the capacity that she moved in when it comes to college basketball in South Carolina. So, that's that. I mean, I don't know. All right, now wrapping it up for the number 5 spot. I believe I'll have to give it to Miss Hailey Van Lith. So she plays for LSU. And a lot of people don't even know, because they came on the LSU bandwagon kind of late, that she came in her senior year. So before she played for LSU, she played for the Louisiana Cardinals. And in all honesty, her stats before the LSU, when she was playing for the Cardinals, was a lot better. Part of the reason why she even left the Cardinals and transferred to LSU was because she said she wanted to be challenged a little more. She wanted to get outside of her comfort zone. She had already unlocked what she felt like as a basketball player. She achieved when she was with Louisiana Cardinals. So she wanted to come to LSU. She wanted to coach under Coach Mulkey. And she wanted to win a championship. So, and that her career total, I believe, was 1,839. But most of that was achieved at Louisiana. She definitely, if y'all go back and look at her stats, she definitely, I'm not going to say digressed, but she got the challenge that she was looking for. And that's why she's in my top 5, because she wasn't afraid of challenge. She wasn't afraid of going after something that was different. She wasn't afraid of being shut down. She wasn't afraid of trying to work harder than what she was before. With LSU, this season alone, she's had 268 points. But if you go and look at her stats, she's doubled that almost when she was with the Cardinals. And part of the reason why she said she did that was because it was easier. If something's easy for you, you're going bust that down, knock that out, or whatever the case may be. She had 59 rebounds, 94 assists, and 31 steals. But the reason why she's in my top 5 is because I count her as, somebody told me, and I had a debate with somebody and they broke it down to me and told me, she's a role player. She's not your superstar for LSU, but she's going to make sure that she fills in the gaps. So if you need somebody to grab some boards, she's going to grab them. You need somebody to score, she's going to do that. And she's shown that, and she's shown herself worthy in the last 5 games. I've watched them, so I know. She's a role player. She's going to fill in where you need her to fill in. I mean, at the end of the day, they say it all the time. It can only be 1 star, 2 stars. It's only going to be a star team. But your role players are what keep your game going. They keep your defense going. They keep your offense going when your stars are not at their peak. When your stars are out on the bench at a timeout. Like, they keep it going. And I feel like this young lady... Now, I don't feel like she's WNBA material. And some people may fault me for that. They may feel some type of way about that. But I don't feel like she's WNBA material. I really don't. I feel like she served her purpose in college. She's a senior. She'll graduate. And I hope she has, is graduating in a degree that carries her far out. I don't see her moving WNBA. I really don't. But I feel like in LSU role and what it is that they were trying to do, she was a key role player. There was a couple of games that she saved them. Yeah. When they played South Carolina and Angel Reese fouled out, her and Flage, they did what they needed to do. They did it from outside of the paint, top of the key, outside of the paint, because down in the paint, that's Angel's territory. She had already fouled out. So I do feel like she's a role player, but I don't feel like she's WNBA material. I love her passion, and I love her drive, and I love what it is that she does. But like I said, I don't feel like she's a WNBA player. So, I mean, that concludes my top 5. Thank you all so much for liking, whether you like, subscribed, shared, commented, anything. Y'all let me know. I'm new to this, you know. I appreciate the feedback. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate everything. Y'all let me know. What do y'all want to hear me talk about? What topics do y'all want to cover? What feedback do y'all have? Y'all can argue with me in the comments. I'm active. Even if I'm not posting videos on live or anything, I'll go back and forth with y'all in the comments so you can chat about it. Let me know. Y'all are what's going to make this page for me, this channel, this podcast, this everything, this energy, this live. So let me know. Y'all like, subscribe, comment, share, tell a friend to tell a friend, anything. I appreciate it all. Until the next video.